Have you ever believed something was good for you, only to discover that you were using it the wrong way all along? For years, avocados have been praised as one of the healthiest foods on earth, rich in heart-healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants. Doctors recommend them. Wellness influencers show them off in every green smoothie. But what if I told you that despite their benefits, eating avocados the wrong way could quietly harm your body, especially if you're over 60? It's not the fruit itself that's the problem. It's the 6 common mistakes many seniors make without even realizing it. These mistakes can interfere with medications, disrupt digestion, and in some cases, increase the risk of serious conditions like stroke, liver stress, or allergic reactions. And the most surprising part? These habits are often based on outdated kitchen myths or viral trends that were never backed by science in the first place. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, improper handling of ripe produce like avocado can lead to bacterial growth that's especially risky for adults over 60. Meanwhile, the National Institutes of Health reports that certain compounds in avocado can interact with medications or contribute to enzyme imbalance in older adults. When you combine that with food preparation errors or misleading online advice, it's easy to see how something so good can quietly become harmful. That's why today, we're going to uncover 6 avocado mistakes that are far more common and more dangerous than most people realize. Each of them is backed by peer-reviewed studies, real clinical cases, and easy solutions that can help you enjoy avocado safely and confidently. So let's get started. Mistake number 1 is something many people do in the name of culinary creativity: cooking avocado at high heat. Maybe you've seen recipes for grilled avocado halves, fried avocado slices, or even baked avocado boats with eggs inside. These dishes look delicious and often appear on trendy food blogs or even restaurant menus. But the science says otherwise, and it's something every senior should pay close attention to. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, which helps reduce inflammation and supports heart health. However, these healthy fats are also extremely delicate. Their smoke point, the temperature at which they begin to break down, is around 271 degrees Fahrenheit. When exposed to higher heat, such as grilling or frying temperatures, these fats undergo a process called lipid peroxidation. This is when the fat molecules degrade and produce harmful compounds like acrolein and hydroxynonenal chemicals that have been shown to damage cellular DNA and raise the risk of long-term health issues. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Food Science confirmed that heating avocado oil to just 356 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes produced toxic byproducts at levels above the World Health Organization's safety recommendations. That's not just for oil. The same breakdown happens when you cook the flesh of the avocado. Dr. Patricia Williams, a food toxicologist at Cornell University, explained that these degraded fats could contribute to oxidative stress, especially in older adults who already face higher risks for chronic inflammation and heart disease. But that's not all. Cooking avocados also destroys many of the vitamins that make them so nutritious in the first place. Vitamin C, folate, and B6 are all heat-sensitive. A comparative study published in the journal Food Chemistry showed that pan-frying avocado slices for just 5 minutes eliminated up to 89% of their vitamin C content. What's left is a mushy, stringy texture and a bitter taste, not exactly what you were going for. So, what should you do instead? If you love adding avocado to warm dishes, wait until they've cooled slightly, ideally below 140 degrees Fahrenheit, before mixing in the fruit. For example, add diced avocado to pasta after it's been plated, or layer it into soups or grain bowls just before serving. This way, you preserve both the creamy texture and the nutritional benefits. Some professional chefs use a clever trick. They grill complementary ingredients like corn or bell peppers, let them cool a bit, and then mix them with fresh avocado for that smoky flavor without the heat damage. And in restaurants, some kitchens now use a smoking gun to add grilled aroma to avocado dishes without exposing them to direct heat. Remember, avocado is only as powerful as the way you treat it. Protect its nutrients, and it will protect your health. Let's move on to mistake number 2, one that's exploded in popularity thanks to viral trends on social media: eating the avocado seed. You may have come across influencers or bloggers who claim that the seed of an avocado holds even more antioxidants than the flesh itself. Some recommend grinding it into powder for smoothies. Others bake it into flour or eat it raw, believing they're unlocking a hidden superfood. But here's the reality. Consuming avocado seeds is not only unnecessary, it could be dangerous, especially for older adults. Yes, it's true that a 2013 study from Penn State University found that avocado seeds contain phenolic compounds, types of antioxidants that fight oxidative stress. But what those viral videos leave out is just as important. The same study also warned that these seeds contain toxic substances, including persin, a natural fungicidal compound that exists at levels over 100 times higher in the seed than in the fruit's flesh. And persin isn't the only concern. Avocado seeds are made of dense, indigestible fibers that the human body can't break down efficiently. This means any potential antioxidants are locked inside a matrix we can't even access. What happens when people try to digest them anyway? Emergency rooms are starting to see the results. Dr. Michael Roberts, a gastroenterologist at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, reports several cases of intestinal injuries directly linked to ground avocado seeds. He recalls one patient, a 26-year-old woman, who added seed powder to her morning smoothie for 3 weeks straight. She came to the hospital with severe abdominal pain, and imaging revealed multiple small perforations in her small intestine caused by the sharp fragments of unprocessed seed. Even more alarming, the California Poison Control System has recorded a 400% increase in avocado seed-related calls between 2019 and 2023. Some reported intestinal blockages, others experienced chest pain and arrhythmia. A 2021 FDA toxicology review found that just one ground avocado seed can deliver persin levels that caused heart tissue damage in laboratory animals. There are also cyanogenic glycosides compounds found in avocado seeds that can convert into cyanide in the body, similar to apple seeds, but at even higher concentrations. If you're concerned about food waste, there are safer ways to reuse the seed. Composting is a great option, especially for acid-loving plants like azaleas or blueberries. Some people even carve them into natural dye blocks for textiles or use them for small crafts. But as for eating them, no certified nutritionist or U.S. medical authority recommends it, not the USDA, not the FDA, not the Mayo Clinic. And that should be enough reason to keep them out of your blender. Now, let's talk about mistake number 3, one that's far less trendy, but far more dangerous for those affected: consuming avocados if you have a latex allergy. If you've ever experienced itching, swelling, or discomfort from wearing latex gloves, using rubber bands, or handling balloons, this warning may apply to you more than you think. Avocados belong to a group of fruits that are associated with a condition called latex fruit syndrome. This happens because the proteins in avocados are structurally similar to the ones found in natural latex. For people with latex sensitivity, the immune system can mistake avocado proteins as harmful and trigger the same allergic response. That response can range from mild oral itching to full-blown anaphylactic shock. A comprehensive 2022 study published in the Annals of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology found that over 50% of individuals with latex allergies also react to avocados. Dr. Jennifer Patel, An immunologist at Johns Hopkins Hospital notes that even small amounts of avocado, like a spread of guacamole, can lead to rapid throat swelling, breathing difficulty, and dangerously low blood pressure in sensitive patients. She recalls the case of a 3-4-year-old nurse with mild latex sensitivity who ended up in the ICU after eating avocado toast at a restaurant that used latex gloves in their kitchen. The danger doesn't end with fresh avocado. Avocado oil, guacamole, and even processed foods that use avocado as an ingredient can all trigger reactions. And cooking doesn't help. The proteins responsible are heat-stable, meaning they survive even at high temperatures. Worse yet, cross-contamination is a serious risk. Restaurants using latex gloves can transfer these proteins without even realizing it. If you've ever had symptoms after eating avocado, or if you know you have a latex allergy, talk to your allergist about getting tested. Skin prick tests and specific IgE blood tests can confirm sensitivity. And if you're confirmed to have latex fruit syndrome, full avoidance is often necessary. Always carry an epinephrine auto-injector and inform servers when dining out. Many people are surprised to learn that sauces, smoothies, and even some breads now include avocado for its creamy texture. As delicious and healthful as avocados can be, they're not safe for everyone. Being aware of hidden risks, like latex cross-reactivity, is just another way to protect your health while enjoying your favorite foods wisely. Now let's move on to mistake number 4. One that may seem harmless but could be upsetting your digestion more than you realize: using unripe avocados in smoothies. It's an easy mistake to make. You might look at that rock-hard avocado sitting on your counter and think, it'll soften in the blender anyway, right? But in reality, blending an unripe avocado doesn't make it ripe. It simply disguises a fruit that's still chemically and nutritionally unready to eat. Unripe avocados contain significantly higher levels of persin, a natural compound that the plant produces as a fungicide. While small traces of persin are harmless in ripe avocado flesh, the levels in unripe fruit can irritate the digestive system, especially in adults with more sensitive guts. According to a 2020 study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry, unripe avocados had over 3.7 times more persin than their fully ripened counterparts. But persin isn't the only issue. Unripe avocados also contain complex starches and bitter tannins that can trigger bloating, gas, cramping, and in some cases, diarrhea. Dr. Lisa Thompson, a gastroenterologist at UCLA Medical Center, refers to this as avocado gut, and she's seen it repeatedly in patients who add raw, hard avocado to their smoothies without realizing the consequences. She explains that the resistant starches in unripe fruit feed a different set of bacteria in your gut bacteria that may not be as beneficial, especially for seniors whose digestive balance can already be fragile. Supporting this, a 2022 study from Stanford University found that regular consumption of unripe avocado reduced levels of key beneficial gut bacteria by up to 23% within just 4 weeks. That kind of shift can affect not only digestion but also mood, immune response, and inflammation levels in older adults. And from a culinary perspective, unripe avocados simply don't deliver the smooth, creamy texture or mild flavor that make avocado smoothies so enjoyable. Instead, you get a gritty, bitter blend that often overpowers the other ingredients. Fortunately, checking for ripeness is quick and easy. A ripe avocado will yield slightly when you press it gently in your palm, but it shouldn't feel mushy. You can also check the stem cap. If it pops off easily and the flesh underneath is bright green, it's ready to eat. If it's brown, it's overripe. If it won't budge, it needs more time. To speed up ripening naturally, place the avocado in a paper bag with an apple or banana. These fruits emit ethylene gas, which encourages faster ripening. Avoid using a microwave or oven to ripen an avocado. It might soften the fruit on the outside, but the chemical structure inside remains unripe, and the person levels stay high. Moving on to mistake number 5, one that could have serious consequences for your heart health if you're taking blood-thinning medications. If you're one of the millions of Americans prescribed anticoagulants like warfarin, also known by the brand name Coumadin, you need to be aware of how avocado may affect your treatment. Avocados contain vitamin K, a nutrient that plays a critical role in blood clotting. A medium avocado delivers about 21 micrograms of vitamin K, which is roughly 26% of the recommended daily intake. While vitamin K is essential for health, it can interfere with how blood thinners work if your intake suddenly changes. Warfarin dosing is calibrated based on your average vitamin K consumption, so if you normally eat low amounts and then begin adding avocados or green smoothies that contain avocado, you could unintentionally reduce the drug's effectiveness. A documented case in the American Journal of Emergency Medicine involved a 8-year-old man who had been stable on warfarin for years following heart valve surgery. After adding daily avocados to his diet, his INR, a lab test that measures blood clotting time, dropped from a safe range of 2.5 to a dangerously low 1.2 inches just 2 weeks. He suffered a minor stroke as a result. Dr. Robert Chen, a cardiologist at Mount Sinai Hospital, emphasizes that the key is not to avoid avocado altogether, but to maintain consistency. If you enjoy eating avocado, that's fine, just don't dramatically increase or decrease your intake without speaking to your doctor. Let them know you're changing your diet so they can adjust your medication or monitor your INR levels more closely. It's also important to remember that vitamin K can be found in other foods like spinach, kale, broccoli, green tea, and even some supplements, so the full picture matters. If you're considering adding avocado to your diet while taking blood thinners, keep a simple food journal. Track your intake and bring it to your doctor during your next appointment. This allows your care team to make informed decisions and helps you avoid unintentional side effects. Some newer anticoagulants, such as apixaban and rivaroxaban, do not interact with vitamin K and may be suitable alternatives again. Consult your physician. In the end, avocado can still be part of a heart-healthy diet, even if you're on blood thinners. The key is not perfection, it's consistency, awareness, and communication with your healthcare provider. Now we've come to the final and perhaps most underestimated mistake, storing cut avocados with the pit still inside. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video. It's a practice so common, so widely believed, that it often feels like tradition. Maybe your mother or grandmother taught you that leaving the pit in helps keep the avocado fresh. Maybe you saw it on cooking shows or read it online. But while it may seem like harmless advice, science tells a different story, one that's especially important if you're over 60. That process is driven by an enzyme called polyphenol oxidase, which reacts with oxygen when the fruit is exposed. But here's where it becomes more than just a cosmetic issue. That false sense of freshness often leads people to keep avocados longer than they should, thinking they're still safe to eat. This becomes especially risky in older adults with weaker immune systems. In 2021, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration released a warning about Listeria monocytogenes, a harmful bacteria that can grow on improperly stored avocados. Listeria infection, also known as listeriosis, can lead to serious illness, particularly in seniors, pregnant women, and those with compromised immunity. Symptoms include fever, nausea, muscle aches, and in severe cases, confusion and seizures. According to the CDC, listeria causes about 260 deaths per year in the United States, and improper food storage is one of the leading causes. So what's the safe way to store a cut avocado? Fortunately, it's simple. Start by brushing the exposed flesh with lemon or lime juice. The citric acid lowers the pH and slows down enzymatic browning. Then cover the avocado tightly with plastic wrap, pressing the wrap directly onto the surface to minimize contact with air. Finally, place it in the crisper drawer of your refrigerator, where the humidity levels are ideal for preservation. This method not only keeps the avocado green but also slows bacterial growth. Researchers found that with this method, avocado halves stayed fresh for up to 72 hours with minimal browning. If you regularly store avocados, you might also consider a specialized avocado container. Some models have built-in airtight seals and even small reservoirs for lemon juice vapor. According to Consumer Reports 2023, these containers extended freshness up to 5 days, which is excellent for anyone meal prepping or living alone. And now, as we bring all of this together, let's reflect on what we've learned. Avocados can be a wonderful part of a healthy diet. They're rich in fiber, potassium, and good fats. They support heart health, reduce inflammation, and even promote better cognitive function. But as we've seen today, they are not a set-it-and-forget-it food. Like any powerful ingredient, they come with a learning curve, and for older adults especially, that curve is worth understanding. Let's quickly recap the 6 most common mistakes we've covered. 1. Cooking avocados at high heat, which destroys their nutrients and produces harmful compounds. 2. Eating the seed, an unnecessary and potentially dangerous trend. 3. Consuming avocados with latex allergies, a hidden but real risk. 4. Using unripe avocados in smoothies, which can disrupt your digestion. 5. Eating avocados without adjusting for blood thinners, which can throw off your medication. And 6. Storing cut avocados with the pit, giving you a false sense of safety while increasing bacterial risk. Every one of these mistakes is preventable. Every one of them is manageable with small, simple changes. And none of them means you have to give up avocados completely. The key is awareness, consistency, and smart choices, especially when it comes to how you prepare, store, and pair your food with any medications or sensitivities you may have. So now we want to hear from you. Have you ever made any of these mistakes without realizing it? Did any part of this video surprise you? Or maybe you've experienced a strange reaction after eating avocado and finally feel like you understand why. Share your story in the comments below. We read every single one, and we're here to reply with thoughtful tips and guidance. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend or family member, especially someone over 60 who enjoys cooking or eating healthy. You might just help them avoid a health risk they didn't even know existed. Remember, eating well isn't just about the food you choose, it's about how you use it and how much you know. And now, you know more than most.